I had an accident 4 years ago and loved high heels, as I'm 5 feet tall, so quite petite. Everything changed, I also have an autoimmune condition which affects both my knees, so basically I can't wear heels. My big challenge is I don't know my style anymore. I feel I am totally stuck wearing things I really don't like, which makes me so sad. So I know it's really common. There are many women who just can't wear heels, or just never want to. But there are plenty of people. I've certainly found that with my arthritis in my toe and stuff, that heels are just something that's really uncomfortable all the time. I might wear them for very short periods of time when I'm going to be sitting down, but I really don't wear heels in the way I used to wear them. And I know many outfits you can go, everything looks better with a heel, and particularly when you're petite, you can feel that, you know, the lack of the heel is also giving you that bit of height and stuff. So one of the things I have been doing over the last few years is actually kind of collecting flat shoes that make me feel a little bit more stylish. So whether it's things like, you know, a flat boot like this, a little ankle boot, and it's got a bit of details. I always think when you're going for something maybe that, you know, in a shoe that you go, it could be just too practical or plain. This is where looking for shoes that have some sort of detail or something interesting that makes them feel less like they're just a plain flat shoe. I mean, there are plenty, fortunately, the sneaker trend, there are plenty of really cute little kind of sneakers around. And yes, they are more casual, particularly when you've been wearing heels and you're used to wearing those sorts of shoes. It can feel a little bit like, you know, that it's not as dressy, and I do know that feeling too, and it is something that I know that many of us struggle with. But then we can also got things like, you know, plain, you know, colourful ballet flats, or, you know, even kind of plainer ones, but there are plenty around. This is actually a brand I really like called Baird. It's an Australian brand, and in fact, these ones come from Baird as well. And they actually are made by podiatrists, so they have like orthotic foot beds, and you can take them out and put orthotics in if you have them. And they actually have a really good range of really quite stylish shoes. And then I've got these little cute ballet flats. You know, even something like a metallic in your shoe can make it feel dressier than if it's just a plain, you know, kind of simple black or something like that. So it is worthwhile looking around, because there are plenty of good flat shoes that can look quite dressy if you think about things like, you know, metallics or colours, things like that as well. And as you're petite, if you want to look taller, doing things like wearing a column of colour is also a really great way of kind of elongating yourself, so you know, that your height appears higher. And of course, even things like just wearing, you know, shorter necklaces and jewelry up high, that draws attention up to your face and distracts us from your feet. But I know it can be really hard. There are so many women who have medical issues that mean, but in some way or other, that there's clothes they used to wear that they can't wear anymore. So it's figuring out what you can wear and how you can adapt your style to suit those different clothes. But honestly, there's plenty of people who don't wear heels and never wear heels. And fortunately, there are more and more kind of flat shoes out on the market that have comfort built in, that you can actually choose from. So hopefully it's just a little something to think about for you.